Americans consume 400 million cups of coffee a day, with Texas being no exception. Austin is known for many iconic coffee spots, but today I'm taking you to one of District 2's favorites, Cenizo. Today we're joined with a very special guest, the Nueva Latina, so let's get into it. Everyone, we're here at District 2, Eastern Park, having one of my favorite coffee spots, Cenizo. They are a quintessential Austin hotspot, and I'm joined with the Nueva Latina in the house.
Woo woo.
So I got a vanilla latte. What did you get?
I got the churro latte.
What do we think?
It's really good, honestly.
You know what also goes really good with coffee?
What?
Breakfast tacos.
Yes. Yes.
What's your favorite spot?
Oh my gosh. My favorite breakfast taco spot is in my district. It's called Noño's Tacos. It's in a gas station.
So that's how you know it's really good.
Yes, it's so good. If anybody lives in my district, you should check out Noño's Tacos.
So I just find your background so fascinating. You know, you are a civil engineer by trade, but you've kind of built up this whole online presence. You're a Latina influencer, one of the OGs, you know? It's like, what kind of got you inspired and motivated to do that?
I started writing the first cycle of Donald Trump running.
Oh yes,
for office.
2016.
So I wrote a blog on a website called Blogger from back in the day, and I just wrote a blog about how I felt about it and how it affected me in my life. My dad came at 30 and he did everything, you know, the legal way. He went through the process, but it took him, he was 30 years old. My mom came at 12. They didn't know my mom was undocumented at one point, and it came out during that time, and so I wrote this blog, and then it took off in my hometown. I went viral in my hometown for it. But then
what's your hometown?
Del Rio, Texas.
Oh yes, yes, very nice.
Yeah, so that kind of like started me. I was already dating Julian at the time, and I told him like I've always wanted to write, and he was like, "That's weird." Like you're and we met in engineering school. He was my lab partner, and so there's this book. It's called the Nueva Latina's Bible. And my mom got it for me when I was in my teens. Instead of talking to me about womanhood and things, she just got me this book, and she was like, "Here, I don't want to talk to you."
But that's pretty big, because most Latino parents don't talk about it.
No, it's a great book. Like I still recommend it for anybody with like teenage daughters that are Latinas. I have a copy. I still have my copy. So then when Julian was like, "Yeah, you should, start a proper blog," I was like, I know exactly what I want to call it, the Nueva Latina. And I credit that book a lot. I think it's also like, as a civil engineer, like people don't really know what we do, but like it's everything, right? Like we design everything. And at that time, I was doing roads and working on transportation policy for a senator.
Wow.
Yeah, and so it was heavy. I was like, no, I kind of want to start writing and write about being a Nueva Latina. Like, what does that mean? So I started writing about that. That's how I got there.
Oh, I love that. And so you really leaned into your identity, right? Instead of having it be defined for us, you're like, no. This is what being a Nueva Latina is all about.
Yes, exactly. When I started the Nueva Latina, a lot of people would say that there wasn't Latinos in Austin. And I believe them. I really didn't think that there was Latinos here. And that unlocked, when I started, like that's how I met a lot of people, all the networking events and all of that. But there's Latinos here. There's so many Latinos here. I don't know why people...
A third of Austin is Latino.
That was so surprising to me. After being at UT, I think you're in the UT bubble. So I also believed that there was no Latinos, but it was because I wasn't venturing out of the UT bubble. It blew my mind that I was so wrong about that.
Right. Well, and even when they started the Best Time in Music Festival, like things like that to me just make me feel like finally like the city's embracing the Latino culture.
Because we've been here. We've always been here, but I'm glad that now it's more seen and more shown.
So you worked at the Capitol for a little bit. What was that like?
I loved it. I loved it. I loved the hustle and bustle. I liked working on policy that was related to like engineering. I'm sad that there's not more civil engineers in office. And they're like, making decisions about transportation or water. Like there should be a civil in there, but I loved it. and I would run. That's when I started running, because I would end my internship, and then I would just go outside the Capitol and run up and down Congress, and then go back.
And you just did the marathon last weekend,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I only did the half.
The half.
No, but I love it. The Austin run is my favorite run. I'm so happy. And this was the first time I was telling Julian that like I felt like it's my city for real. I stopped and said hi to so many people, and I felt like, wow, I'm from Austin, you know?
Wow. Oh, I love that. So you've seen Austin kind of grow, especially these last few years. You and your personal life have also evolved. Now you're a mama.
I am. I love
What
it.
is that like?
Oh, I love it. Honestly, it's scary, right? Like my parents don't live here, so I was like kind of nervous about that. But I love it. Like she's my, like, it's great. I love being a parent, like being a Latina too, like this whole year, like with Bad Bunny and just everything happening. And my husband's Colombian. And so it's so beautiful to be able to like pass down my heritage and everything I grew up with, but also learning more about Julian and Colombians and being able to pass that down to her. I don't think I saw myself as a parent when I was younger, you know, when I was like climbing the corporate ladder, but now I can't see myself as anything else.
Love that. And just speaking of your experience, now you're a mom and you're still working it, and you have this entire online presence. I guess my question for you would be, like, for me as a council member, what I have to think about is how do I get people to trust in their local government, to have confidence in elected officials? I'm curious from your experience, just being an Austinite, what would you say that elected officials should be doing, or what do you want to see more out of your city leaders?
I really like when the city leaders get involved in the community. Like there's a couple of council people that I know that, they're in the community, in my experience. I don't feel like who I've been represented by has really been in my community. I like when our city council people live in the zip code too, or in the area, or have lived. I think that it's very important. I do live in a more up and coming area. Yeah, it's kind of heavy still where we bought a house.
Like you want to see like more investment, more infrastructure?
More investment, more infrastructure, more events too. Like I feel like where did we go? I think it was Chicago, and I was talking. We saw like a block party, right? And it was like, I feel like I don't know my neighbors. I feel like when I was little, we knew all the neighbors, and we could walk around and everybody kind of like talk to each other. I feel like that isn't being done, and I feel like that is a position where our city leaders could like kind of start or ignite.
Well, we have this initiative called Living Streets, and where you can take a block and kind of section it off so that you can activate the neighborhood. If you have a very active neighborhood block.
For sure.
And we've seen a lot of like block parties and just people being out. I would say that probably the best way to like start that conversation is National Night Out. Have you participated in that?
No.
Okay, so it's like the first Tuesday of every October. All the public safety departments come out, but more so it's about community. And you do potlucks with your neighbors, you take over the streets, you put like food trucks out. It's a really
I love that.
great time. And so we'll get you connected.
Yes.
Thank you for doing this. I really appreciate it.
Thank you for reaching out. It meant a lot.
Where can we find you? Where can we follow along?
You can find me on all social media at thenuevalatina, and I can't wait for South by Southwest. Let's go. Thank you.
Thank you. No, I appreciate it.